Today we want to share a world with you that for some will be mysterious or perhaps even unknown. It's a wonderfully diverse, enriching, colourful world that's around you more than you might be aware, stirring your emotions in everything from TV shows and video games to movies, musicals, theatres and concert halls, churches and opera houses, town halls, summer festivals and Olympic stadiums. It's the world of the symphony orchestra. Over the next 20 minutes, we'll dismantle it and put it back together before your very eyes and ears, introducing you to the groups of players and instruments using a piece specially designed for the task, The Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra. Written in 1945 by Benjamin Britten, one of the UK's greatest composers, the piece is based on a melody written hundreds of years previously by another English music legend, Henry Purcell. If you imagine Ed Sheeran writing a cover of a John Lennon song, you've got the gist. And before you say you have no understanding of this world, let me beg to differ. Because any of you that enjoy sports will have an insight. An orchestra is like a team of 85 players making hundreds of passes at any given moment, no room for error. And those of you who have ever pushed yourselves to the limit have an insight. An orchestra is made up of individuals who've practiced tirelessly since they were young kids, sacrificing and driving themselves to master their instruments in order to become world leaders in a hugely competitive field. And those of you who've worked in a group of any kind, from a building site to an office, have an insight. Those 80 musicians sit tightly together on stage, day in, day out, relying on one another and supporting one another as they strive to serve their audience. And all of us who've lived through the recent past have an insight, because an orchestra is about the opposite of isolation and distancing. It's about contact and community. It's about coming together, sharing space, engaging with people. It's about collective expression and emotion. It's about all the things that have been taken away from us over the last few months. And this is your guide. The sound of the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, a cultural icon and one of the world's greatest orchestras, its members reaching out to you from the isolation of their homes to create a virtual RPO.